I see.
Kombaru.
Hi.
So the thing that I was planning on doing did not work out. I made sure to get the audio thing for the thing set up last night, and then it decided not to work right anyway. Because fuck me, I guess. Also, we gotta get Kage on screen. Let's get
Which
you.
you also need to show us because you're not screen sharing right now.
I will in one moment. Let me get you on screen first.
And of course, Spirit calls right now.
Alright, he has horrid timing.
He stopped anyway.
Oh, crap. I gotta make. Hold on. I gotta make this invisible. Ah! Don't change my size. Why are you doing that? One moment. We're having technical difficulties. Are you getting VTube Studio up, Kage?
Oh, you wanted me to?
Unless you would prefer to do PNG Tuber.
I could for a bit.
Okay. No Onyx, not testicle difficulties.
I think you still need the screen share with us, though.
I will. Once all of this is connected. Everything is connected.
Okay.
Tied to the darkness, as they say. Connect. Connect.
Hang on, turning camera on. And I guess I go to the hosting.
Hello, Bismuth.
Hey, Bismuth. Okay, I'm
Hello.
hosting now.
Okay.
I guess I should move myself maybe around here.
You will need
There you
to
go.
make yourself a little smaller, because otherwise you're going to be cut off on the side.
How about this?
Yeah, move over a little bit. There we go. There we go. Okay. Now, projection. Where are you? Yay! Where's the projection option again? Is it preview projection?
It's the share your screen option.
Well, I mean, I need to do the projection from OBS so that I have a window to share with you guys.
Oh, then yeah, preview projector, I believe.
Ah, wrong monitor.
Yeah, open preview projector.
Why is it not letting me close this preview projector?
Girl, please just chill. No need to start barking.
Why did I swear to God they changed the UI on this? Why are they not? Why can I not get rid of these projectors?
Why indeed?
We are. I am having a bit of a moment. I see.
Yeah, I see.
Hey.
He's got the roofie hat on.
What's shaking, Foxy?
Why is it not letting me?
Hello?
Hello.
Howdy.
Here. Hi, I think I can join. I'm first, however, we're going to order food and then go get it.
Hooray! Get food. OBS. What the? I'm going to scream at this program. Why are you not? Why are you not letting me get rid of? Oh my. Because right now it has 2 full screen projectors that it will not let me close. I'm trying to figure out how to make them go away so that I can actually open the fucking video game.
I'm still so mad they ruined that new Squid Dude.
New Squid Dude.
New Fortnite season. There was this really cool squid octopi character, and I guess he went through as this person said, a pugification.
I'm sorry.
Well, it is what it is.
You fucking better be sorry.
I put it in here to show you guys what I'm talking about.
Oh, let me see.
I like the concept a lot better than the final product.
Which you like the one on the left, but we got the one on the right.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I agree. I like the one on the left far more. The one on the right.
I mean, the one on the
I
left
hate
kind of like a Cthulhu type. I mean,
that.
he's just an
Yeah,
octopi.
he's cute.
But then on this one, they gave him bigger bug eyes, and they I don't know.
Smaller mouth,
He
yeah,
looks like a gecko.
with like
Yeah,
a
well,
little mustache.
that's what happens when someone else is in charge of the creative
The
process.
fact Arrow's still using that PNG tuber makes me happy. I'm glad that makes you happy. Can someone help me figure out how to close the open preview projectors in OBS? Because I can't access my web browser right now to look it up myself.
I mean, they're just like little windows. They just have a
They're
close
not
button.
windows. There is no window. It is full screen, and it will not let me shut it off.
Huh. So you press like the escape button?
Yep. Nothing.
Hmm. I really don't know.
What
Yeah,
are you trying to- wait, what is
that
it?
one closed. About
What is
to,
it you're trying to do again?
this one will still not close.
What is it you're trying to do again?
I'm trying to figure out why Discord will not, or why OBS will not let me close the full screen projectors that I accidentally opened so that I can actually access things on my computer.
And then right now you're trying to close down what?
I'm trying to close down the full screen projectors so that I can access things on my computer.
I'm so fucking stupid. Task manager hasn't been doing anything.
I'd also probably just suggest closing OBS and then opening it again.
All right, we're
Usually,
gonna try that. We're gonna
closing-
see what happens.
Yeah, because usually just closing OBS closes everything that's part of it.
Oh, we're gonna kill this stream and then we'll be back, guys. Hopefully that'll fix it. Start streaming. All right, can you guys comment? Will it still work? Did that show up? Yes, it did. Okay, so it seems like things are back to being connected. Okay. Okay. Open preview. New window. Nothing else. Never click anything else. Just for the love of God, that was fucking obnoxious. Okay, now I can share my screen with you guys. Yay!
Hey!
No idea why they decided to change the OBS UI on that. That was fucking annoying. There we go. Now you guys can see everything.
That certainly works out better.
Yes. Now, gotta open up the game. And I will have to change the game audio because I had set it up. I was going to show the opening for the 3D version of the game before we got started. And last night I tested it to make sure that the audio was working because for some reason Square still hasn't patched the Steam version to fix the audio in the opening all the time. So half the time it doesn't work properly. And I tried it last night to make sure that I had everything set up right and it was fine. And then I went to play the opening just now, and it was doing the fucked up audio thing. Never mind, fuck that, I guess, but it's fine. I gotta switch. Why are you not letting me pick the game? Where is it? There it is. There we go. I hear a doggo.
Unfortunately.
It's actually kind of cute because you just like have your little Muppet self come out the hat every time you hear him.
Ah,
It is very charming.
I'm
All
going
right.
to take you, Yuri.
I understand that you guys are going to stick around regardless of the technical difficulties. It just annoys me when I test something literally to make sure to avoid a problem, and then I have the problem anyway for no fucking reason. And I can't figure out, like, well, I mean, I know why it happens. It's because Square just hasn't given us the patch that they gave the GOG version of the game, but it's fine. It's fine. They're a multi-billion-dollar company, but it's fine. Anyway. Welcome to Final Fantasy IV, everybody. This is
Fantasy 4. Is that the one with Golbez?
yes, it is the one with
Yay.
Golbez.
I got it right. It's not the one with the Rose Boy and Emperor Matius. I think
No.
that was Final Fantasy 2.
No.
Final Fantasy 3 was with Onion Knight.
Yes, Final Fantasy III was Onion Knight.
Wait, which one was Final Fantasy 2? That wasn't with the Rose Boy?
Final Fantasy II was the one with
Emperor Matius, right? Or the Emperor?
the
Yes, and
Emperor
that's
was the
Furion,
villain.
You're saying.
Yeah, Furion, the Rose Boy.
Yeah.
His dream was to make a field full of roses.
Was that a? I don't know if that was a thing that he said in the original game.
It might have been a Dissidia exclusive.
It might have been a Dissidia thing. But yes,
This one is with
he was the
Golbez and
the
Cecil.
protagonist. Yeah, this is the one with Cecil. I suck at
Or
Roman
Cecil.
numerals. That is totally fine. They're confusing, but okay. So
Yeah.
we're playing Final Fantasy IV, but we're playing it in Japanese, which I am not grading. Oh, in Dissidia, he's obsessed with the Wild Rose for some reason. Oh, interesting. Yeah, because like he is a part of the Wild Rose like rebellion group, but he doesn't really in the game he doesn't really pay much importance to like the name of the group. But it was also an NES game. They had so little space for dialogue in those games, so it's just kind of how it was.
I do recall like when he in Duel Decim, like a couple of cutscenes where he was trying to get the Wild Rose back from like lightning and stuff, but he was too like embarrassed to really ask her about it.
Yes, because he was a very sensitive man. And she was a very strong woman.
Mm.
Okay, so because I am playing this game in Japanese and I do not know Japanese, I am using a couple different resources to help me. Especially because, I guess I'll just show as we go. So let's get started.
So also can't hear it in the screen share.
What the fuck? Why? Hold on.
It's probably kind of like the same reason why
Oh my god, the pixels are assaulting my retinas.
I love the pixels. Hold on. Share stream audio. Oh, okay. I know why. Hold on. Entire screen.
I live. I'm here.
Hooray!
look at that.
But
Wait, he
not for long.
changed his icon.
I
He no
getcha.
longer has the doobie.
Huh?
Yes,
Oh,
that's Drooly.
That's my now I just had the drooly, yeah. That's my muted arrow. My mute whenever I mute myself in Discord it goes
Yeah.
Oh.
and then when I deafen myself it does this.
Okay.
He has
is-
options. I like it.
Are you guys able to hear the game now?
Yeah,
I
we
can
hear
hear
it
the
now.
game.
Okay. Okay. Good. Okay.
Yeah.
Don't sell yourself short. You know some Japanese, Baloo. I know some, not a ton. Okay. So anyway,
Atao kotosai. Ite.
I will be back because I'm going to go pick up
okay.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm going to be using a couple different resources because if you look at the screen right now, it says Heishi as the name of the person speaking, and then it says Seshiru Taichou.
Captain. That means captain. I know
Mamonaku
that one.
Baron ni tsukimasu. But it says it all in hiragana and katakana. There is no kanji, which does make things a bit vague. So, in order to help me, I have 3 resources that I have brought up. First is this Japanese website where a very kind Japanese person has brought the script for several different video games in Japanese into a text form. Wait, that's the wrong one.
Where the hell did he put those in?
How do I back button on this? On the fucking... there it is. Final Fantasy IV.
Final Fantasy.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, so here it has the same thing listed out, except it's actually using the kanji. So I can actually use this to more easily search up the dialogue in the game and figure out if there are words that I do not know. Along with that, I have two other websites. Here we have this website. So someone has collected, this is the original dialogue in Japanese, their translation, and then also what the official English translation from back in the day originally said. So, got that. And then this is sort of another iteration of that. And so between these three, I should be able to get some sort of idea of what the fuck characters are saying anytime that I don't fully know what they're talking about. Especially for the earlier parts of the game, though, it's not going to be as important because I've played the opening parts of this game many times. Kat, what are you doing? But anyway, yeah, I've played the opening of this game many times, so I know what we're doing. Activate live chat, Rabiel. YouTube is censoring. No! Who is YouTube censoring? I hate YouTube. Anyway, but for now, we are simply going to play through the game. Because, like I said, I know what we're doing. So right now, one of our crew members is like, "Oh, Captain, we're approaching Baron," and then us, the captain, is like, "Okay," because like we're all depressed and stuff. And
Ed.
Just
Said,
don't.
everyone on the boat is said. You said they were depressed, yes?
there would be press. No, there is not any press right now.
No,
He said
depressed.
depressed.
Oh, well, yes. Our character is depressed. And the reason he's depressed is because they just kind of committed a war crime on account of their king being like, "Hey, go commit a war crime."
And what was the war crime, you might have
Huh?
asked? What was the war crime?
Well, our king told us, go get the water crystal from this place called Mysidia. And we did, and we kind of killed some people. Like right now we're seeing a flashback to what we did. And
Okay.
so we went there and we took the crystal. And like the soldiers were just talking about like, yeah, you can tell even the captains, you know, even he can tell that something's up. We shouldn't be doing this, but what else are we supposed to do? You know, orders are orders.
For king and country.
What and then so and then we're like, okay, stop talking about the king like that. We like basically putting on airs, trying to pretend that he doesn't think there's anything wrong because he's trying to keep morale for his troops high. Yukamina Cristaro wa waga baron boku no blah, 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 blah.
Wait.
Just talking
Three
about
is where Kane is also from, right? The Dragoon.
Yes. Kane is also from this. If you look at the thumbnail that I made for the stream, he is the logo he is the logo for the game.
Yes.
Yes.
Why was he given that distinct honor?
I have no idea. I don't know why he is the logo for the game. He's not the main character.
Yes, but Dragoons are cool.
They are.
They've always
Perhaps
been
he
kind of
was
cool in this series.
Perhaps he was intended to be the main character.
Wasn't there like a version of it where it like focused on him in the story?
Perhaps there was.
There is the sequel, and the sequel has like different episodes, and one of the episodes is focused on him.
Let's see. I just remember how like they have him. I just remember how they have him in that new the City of Dwellum game, and he just got him with this top hat to hide his face.
Huh. That's interesting. I did not know that. I will have to look that up because that's interesting. Because like, yeah, you don't ever really see Kane's face. At this moment, we can't really see Cecil's face very well either. He eventually will remove his helmet, but for now we can't really see his face. Our hetero life partner Kane, who totally doesn't have a thing for Hypno. Hypno just has a thing for him apparently. Yeah. He is important to the story for sure, and he is our main character's bestie. But he makes some choices. Makes some questionable choices, that's for sure. Okay, so we have arrived back at home. Oh, another important thing. The monsters attacking us was supposed to be because like the knights were noting that like, oh, monsters are attacking more often than they used to. Like as a further sign of, you know, something's up. Like not only is the king ordering us to do things that we feel like we shouldn't be asked to do because they're like war crimes and shit, but also monsters are attacking more frequently. And they didn't outright say like, oh, maybe these things are related, but you know, they're trying to plant the seed in you, the audience, that maybe these things are related. It's serious business. Okay, so Bagan, this blonde soldier dude thing just came out and greeted us, and he's like, "Oh yeah, totally. Let's get that crystal to the king real quick. Hurry up, let's go." Like, I'm not really controlling any of it. Like, all of this stuff right now is scripted. Seshiru dono
That's most Final Fantasy games, babe.
Omachi. He's just asking us to wait here a bit. Ega. それなからセシルのスルメ。And he's just the only thing I really remember of this game is cuckoldry, dip and shit, and moon clown music. Okay. Yeah, ironically, before I knew what cuckoldry was, back when I was a young child and I was playing this game, yeah, cuckoldry is kind of a plot point, I guess.
I'm sorry, what? What?
Okay, remember how I said the guy on the front, the guy in the logo, Kane, is not the main character?
Indeed.
He's very cucked in this story. Like, his whole thing in the story is that he has a thing for Rosa, and Rosa is like so a thing with Cecil that it's like it's not even like, oh, her and Cecil get together throughout the story. Her and Cecil are a thing before the story even starts, and they just continue to be a thing through the entire fucking game. So like his entire plot point through the entire game is, God, I'm so mad that I'm not with Rosa.
Oh my god.
Anyway, so like Bagan went up to the king and was talking to him and was like, hey, so like Cecil can totally tell, like Cecil is doubting you, king. He thinks that what you're having him do is wrong. And the king is like, oh, okay, well, we'll keep that in mind. We'll do things differently moving forward. And so we hand the water crystal over to Bagan. Now Bagan's giving the water crystal to the king. And we start walking away, and then we're like, hey, so this is fucked up. Yeah,一体どういうつもり、皆陛下に不信を抱いており。What? He keeps calling the king Heika. I have no... Daddy, please stop the war cry. Yeah, basically that is what we are doing. Is we're like, because Cecil was raised by the king since he was orphaned. He's like, hey, Daddy the king, can you please stop asking me to do war crimes? Okay, thanks. 確か何もいらも思っている前ものが私は信頼 Is Cecil a Watashi? That's interesting. Or was that the king? I think that was the king talking. Okay. Anyway, so the king is like stripping us of our title and being like, if you want your title back, you need to take this, go to this place, take this. In the English version, they called it a bomb ring. I wonder if they're gonna. I don't. わかった。こうやって円柱を×のにつけて、ミストの谷付近に幻の円柱がI wonder if that watashi was supposed to make you like, huh, that seems odd for an old king. It does seem very odd for an old king to use watashi. But then, given I already know what the twist is, it seems odd for him to use it regardless. So anyway, yeah, he's like, take this bomb ring, or whatever they're calling it in this one, and take it to the Village of Mist. Hold on, let me actually check one of these and see what it says it's called. Interact. I guess maybe Heika is just Your Majesty.
I think it is.
Yeah, Heika, Your Majesty. Okay, so that
I
makes
can
sense.
see. Yeah, I remember. I've heard them say that in Japanese plays before.
I have not heard it very often, I guess. You were assigned to Genju suppression duty. Ah,
Yeah, that makes sense. He did kill a lot of
Genju
people.
literally translates to Phantom Beast. FF9's Eidolon is probably the best official localization I've seen, being an appropriately exotic term, essentially referring to the astral essence of a living or deceased being. I prefer to leave the term untranslated in most cases. So Genju is what they call the summons of the Japanese version.
Ah, are we going out their summons now already?
Well, he's telling us we need to go and suppress this, like, the summon beast by taking this thing called the bomb ring to the Village of Mist is the thing that he's assigned. That's the mission he's assigned us.
Let's see.
And so do they literally just call it a bomb ring? そのままのこのボムの指輪を Okay, yeah, so literally bomb ring. Bomu no yubi. Yubiwa. Yubiwa is Japanese for ring, and so it is literally called the bomb ring in the Japanese version. So that's interesting. Go and take care of that Eidolon that's been being a bother to us while you're at it. Yeah, basically. Since you like diplomacy so much, take this ring to the village of Mist as a peace offering or whatever. Bleh. Okay. So
Wait, so you're trying to bring a bomb ring to a village to have it just explode?
yeah, like we don't know at the moment that it's supposed to explode, because they should honestly have called it something different in the English version besides the bomb ring, because it's called the bomb ring because of the enemies called bombs. Like it in Japan, I don't think they call bombs the English word bomb. I think they just use the English word bomb for the name of the enemy because they explode. But calling it the bomb ring in Japanese probably sounds more vague. Whereas in English, calling it a bomb ring kind of just straight up tells you that it's going to explode. But, okay, so Kane comes in and he's like, hey, don't do that. Don't be mean to Cecil, King, who raised both of us as if we were your children. We are your sons. We are brothers. Definitely nothing more than that. Definitely no weird feelings between the two of us. And then the king is like, okay, fine, bitch. If you're gonna come in here and you're gonna defend him after he's disrespected me, then fuck you too. You are also stripped of your title. I stripped Cecil of his role as the leader of the Red Wings, which is the name of their like Air Force fleet. Well, I'm gonna strip you of your role as the leader of the Dragoons. You've both been stripped of your roles. Fuck you, get out of my office. And so Bomo no yubi wa o eni ireta. So we got the bomb ring. Hey, like, Your Majesty, no! And they're shoving us out of the room.
Still at the beginning of the game, already stripped of their titles and becoming proper lowly grunts. Kind of already feels like the beginning of how 16 went with Clyde.
Yeah.
Clive.
Yeah. There are definitely similarities. Cecil, what? Kane, what? I don't sit in the cook chair.
Oh god, that actually reminded me that that actually make it a pretty interesting interaction with Kane and Clive, because they were once it comes out and they add more stuff, they were supposed to add Clive into that Dissidia game too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was like one of the silhouettes you could tell was Clive. That's gonna be interesting, seeing him in how he'll look in modern day. They already did that one interaction. They already had like that one interaction in Tekken 8, where he, like if he fights Reina, she talks about, hey dude, that's a pretty sick cosplay. I respect it. He's just like, what the hell is a cosplay?
I watched the opening trailer for the new Dissidia, and I have feelings. There are definitely things about it I like, and then there are things about it that I was like, why? I do not like the music. Like I do not like the music at all.
I did get to try like the beta for it. It wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. I do like let's say seeing how like everyone interacts with stuff. I feel like it is interesting how those who came more from a fantasy world actually do kind of adjust pretty quickly to modern day stuff compared to like those who had a bit of like sort of modern day tech life with them, like no, some did have a hard time. Like I remember like seeing like there would be like some scenes where you actually see cutscenes where the characters actually like interact with each other through like the smartphones they have, and you can see like the differences between them, like uh characters like Lightning or Prompto, they handle it. They could just like skim through a phone just fine. But then like you see the Warrior of Light on his phone, he's literally like the old man where he just like has one hand, but he also has his finger just like facing the front of the screen, just like slowly scrolling downwards or
Yeah.
upwards,
And okay,
trying to like look at all the messages.
I
It's like,
I do appreciate that. I did see in the opening trailer that I saw, I saw I saw actual supermodel Lightning Farron scrolling on her iPad while sitting at what looked like a coffee shop or something, and I was just like, yeah, I guess I can't really say that doesn't make any sense.
I mean, without her story, and then yeah, I mean, she basically went into modern day and became a model,
Yeah.
like which is a literal thing because they actually put her in like modeling in like I think Gucci or Louis Vuitton.
If it was Louis Vuitton.
that.
Louis Vuitton.
Ah,
I remember
yeah,
because
there we go.
I'm pretty sure Louis Vuitton also did something similar with Hatsune Miku. Because there was
Yeah, of course they do.
there was a what's it called? There was an opera for Hatsune Miku, and Louis Vuitton, I believe, was the ones who designed the outfits for the opera. Okay. Anyway, we are meeting Rosa now. This is our beloved girlfriend. It is implied that we've basically been dating her since before the game started. She's happy that we're back, and we're noticeably depressed because we just committed a war crime. And she can tell something's wrong, and she's all like, "No, don't be sad. I'm so happy you're here. I'll come see you in your room later. Totally not gonna give you a handy J." And then I remember if we can do. Oh yeah, this is the prison. We can just come down here and see all the people who we've wrongly imprisoned, and they're like, "Fuck you! You're a bastard. We hate you." The beginning of this game is really interesting to me when you compare it to other Final Fantasies. Like most other Final Fantasies start with you being like a young person who's like being oppressed, and this one starts with you being like a fully grown adult who's coming to terms with the fact that you're one of Hitler's like soldiers, basically. And now we're going to meet this game's Cid, who can apparently see us from all the way over there, and here he comes. She's an empath. Fashion is on point in the mobile, and I like that. Otherwise, being a mobile game by principle makes me go not interested. See Daddy number 2. And yeah, he comes up to us. He's talking about Rosa because he knows we're already a thing, and he's like, "Hey, your girlfriend's happy you're back, but she's sad that you're sad. So like, maybe you do something about that." Also, this Cid, he helped build the airships that are used by the Red Wings. So, he's very passionate about them, and even though they're technically military equipment, he is very unhappy with the fact that they are being used by the Kingdom of Baron to do war crimes, because he's not cool with that. And then he walks away. Now we're going. Can we actually go this way? I can't remember if we can go this way. Oh, that's right. Yeah, we can come in here and we can see some of our soldiers. There's one sleeping over there. Can we interact with them? I keep hitting the wrong button. I keep forgetting that I have this set up as Taicho, yeah. So like these are our men.
You think they'll ever remake this game in like 3D?
They did. That's actually when I was originally starting the 3D one up because I wanted to show the opening, and when I did, the audio was fucking up, so I was just like, never mind. So then I closed it.
I suppose I should have clarified. I mean 3D like they did Final Fantasy 7 and 9. There was just something about the art style of those games that I found extremely appealing.
I mean, old school, like old school 7 then?
Yeah, the original. Like I remember there was an Inuyasha game that I played.
Oh, is
I
that the
don't know.
RPG one where like you basically be like
It's a guy
original
or yeah,
Yeah, or a
with some
girl
kind
and-
of
and they-
cheeky powers or whatever it was.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, no, I like that game.
There is a 3D remake of this game that's kind of like that. It's not quite the same graphical style as Final Fantasy 7 and 8 and that, but it is kind of retro looking. Because it was made for the DS. And then we're in our room and we're continuing to be a sad man. Yeah, it's Chibi 3D. And then Rosa comes in. Arigato no Uni Ishidia Itai Mae.
You hit your limit, Kage?
Hmm?
No, I just noticed Kage's model kept closing his eyes. I think it's time for him to go to bed.
Aw, sleepy baby.
So cute.
Kage, are you muted?
I think you might have muted yourself, hon.
Oh, sorry. I was saying like it's when I cover my eyes from the camera, it actually looks like I'm actually closing them.
Ah.
But
well, you know, you can disperse. I'd like to have Balulu to myself now.
Oh dear.
I'm being stolen,
Didn't know
apparently.
you're already trying to be didn't know you're already trying to take them.
Meh.
But I did try to get myself to sleep for work. But okay. I will see you guys at another time.
Okie dokie.
Oh boy.
Sleep well.
Bye, everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Wah. You come in your eye. I don't think that's what he said, Onyx. I don't think that's what he said.
Indeed.
I like the 3D DS version of this with the moon outside the window. Yeah, the scene is very nice.
Bitch, this a guy Richie wasted, snatched as fuck.
I wanted to at least have people hear that.
God damn it.
God.
Ruining this beautiful moment between two lovers.
I had to do it. Plus, I'll give updates, Hemi.
I will.
Bye bye. Bye
Bye bye. So I like the sprites here where they hug. Yeah, it's very cute that the game has like its own bespoke sprite for Cecil and Rosa hugging. Oh. I think VTube Studio is flipping out a bit because it didn't understand that. Yeah, okay. One moment. I should just need to go to the thing and disconnect. Okay, never mind. It finally did it on its own. Okay. I Wait till much later, Kage. Then that snatched as fuck line will be very appropriate for a certain boss. Yeah. I'm excited about her. She's fun. Okay.
Wait, which boss?
Barbaricia.
What?
There's a boss in this game named Barbaricia, and she's just like this like skinny queen walking around in like a thong bikini chainmail get up, like that the very typical fantasy, you know, I'm a woman wearing armor that literally does nothing type of get up. And
What do
she's
you mean
like
it does nothing. It shows off the goods.
yeah, and
Nothing.
she's got like the very very sexy body, and she's one of the four main henchmen of Golbez. She's the wind element one.
Oh, they're doing the elemental thing like Garland did, huh?
Yeah.
Ah, I can appreciate that.
It is a very direct reference to his four elemental fiends, but it's a different set of people. It's not Tiamat and those guys. It's a different set of people.
Color me intrigued. You know I love me some fiends.
Hell yeah. Okay, so actually, if you're familiar with the Four Fiend song that they have in Final Fantasy XIV, that is the song that they use in 14 is originally from this game. It's the battle theme for when you fight them in this game.
Well, I'll be down.
Okay, so anyway, now Kane and Cecil are going off to do the thing that they've been told that they must do. And we get the opening text crawl. Because this is
Star
something
Wars
that
style.
all the old 2D Final Fantasies start with a text crawl like this.
Yeah, isn't this theme from like the other Final Fantasy games too?
Yeah. Yeah, this song is in most of the other mainline Final Fantasies in some form.
I remember in Dissidia when they all were going home, and then it turns out that the Warrior of Light was already home.
Yeah.
Played this song. It was beautiful.
It is a very pretty song. Although the one in 14 is a very special arrangement by a longtime YouTube icon. Hell yeah! Hyadine, we love that bitch. He is great. I love him.
And you know, when
I
you
love this
said that
song.
bitch, I
Very
assumed
good.
female.
Well, he does sing the female parts too. That's kind of his whole thing, is that like he likes to sing like a lady, and so
He's breaking those gender norms.
yeah. So like he made a arrangement of the Four Fiends battle theme and uploaded it to YouTube, where he wrote lyrics for it that are sung by the Four Fiends, and so he sang everyone's part, including Barbaricia's. And then the version that is in Final Fantasy XIV is his instrumental, but with like a different set of vocals and a different set of lyrics. But it's, they got the rights to his arrangement of the instrumentals because people really like it.
Tell me just one thing, Baloo.
What?
Did he kill it?
Did he kill it? I think so. I think it was really good. Okay, so
Oh, and for those who don't know, killing it means that he knocked it out the park.
hell yeah.
I said that to a friend, and he literally thought that it meant the opposite. So,
Yeah.
clarify that.
I mean, as the years go by, those things kind of change. Like,
I know, right? Lingual just like it's always some like it used to be swag. I think now it's Mog. Not gonna lie.
yeah,
Mog does sound funnier.
it does. All right.
Oh no! I got it mixed up. Swag was replaced with Riz.
Yeah, Riz. Yeah, Riz. Though Mog is definitely a thing.
Yeah, no, I forgot which one that Mog replaced. I saw something on Twitter that was.
Yeah. Okay, and now one of the iconic things about this game, there's just random stripper ladies around the world that you can talk to who will dance for you.
Do you have to pay them or is it free?
It's
Do they have
free.
bathrooms?
And there's literally no reason. It does nothing. It has nothing to do with the plot. You don't get anything for it. It just happens.
Interesting.
They do it for the love of the art. Exactly. Okay. So actually, how much money do we have? We have 480 gil.
Oh yeah, that's what they call the currency in this world. Gil.
Yeah. Pain. Technically, Kine. In Japanese, they use Ka-Eaton to spell his name, so technically his name should be Kine. But even though they do pronounce Cecil's name Cecil in the 3D remake, because
Is
for
it pronounced Cecil elsewhere?
well, for years that's what I thought it was, and that's what everyone I talked to thought it was. And then we played the 3D remake, and we're like, oh, apparently we've been saying it wrong. Apparently it's Cecil. But
Well, who's the one who decided that you were saying it wrong? I pronounced it Snivy, but all my friends say I'm a fool. It's Snivy. I like Snivy. I'm gonna keep calling
No,
it Snivy.
Yeah, I agree with that, though. Like, there's a lot of Pokemon names where it's like, I technically understand that Snivy is the proper pronunciation, because, like, obviously the pun is supposed to be that he's a snake made of ivy. So I understand that it's supposed to be pronounced Snivy, but Snivy sounds better, so I don't care.
Was another point of contention with me and a friend where I think he said it was Arceus, and I said no, it's Arceus. I have never spoken to him since. I'm joking, Orochi, if you're in here. It was a joke.
You think Cecil was supposed to be called Abel? It is possible.
Also, I'm gonna be real. I didn't know that, Cecil could be even pronounced Cecil until Invincible.
Really?
I am dead ass.
Because, like, for me, it was the opposite. I had never heard it pronounced Cecil until I played the 3D remake of this game, and it was only after that that I started seeing other instances of it being pronounced Cecil.
It's another thing I forgot. In Dissidia, Golbez pronounces it Cecil too. Cecil too. So, he's really wrong here.
Okay, so wait, wrong button. Let me figure out what equipment we got. Ion Shield, Spear, Ion Helm, Ion Armor, Tsuno Botte. I think is Tetsu also iron? Because if it's also iron, I'm gonna be really angry.
I think it is, because in My Hero, there's a hero whose name is Tetsu, and his quirk is literally turning his body into iron. So I would not be surprised if it was iron.
I oh my god, what? Why are these ones called Ion as like iron, but with katakana, and then this one is called iron, but using the Japanese?
Naruto. Ruffy.
And then, okay.
Can Japanese people not pronounce like L's and R's?
It's more that Japanese people have trouble pronouncing.
It's because there are no natural words in their lingual that start with R's and L's.
It's not that it's not the starting with it. For them, the problem is putting consonant sounds at the end of a syllable. The only consonant sound that naturally occurs at the end of a syllable in Japanese is N. So that's why
I'm not gonna lie, I find it cute when Jinbei calls Luffy Ruffy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Adorable.
For the LR thing, it's like they don't have an L sound and they don't have an R sound, but they have a sound that we don't have in English that's like between L and R. I think the technical term is like it's gonna sound goofy when I say it, but I think the technical term is like a labial flap or a labial tap or something like that, where it's like you flick your tongue off the roof of your mouth, and that's what they do to make the sound. And it's like it's kind of like when you roll your R's, but it's like if you do it literally once and then don't roll it. It's hard to explain how to do it. But anyway. Ankoku no tsuru tsurugi, Ankoku no tate, Ankoku no kabuto. That's helmet.
Wait, Kabuto means helmet?
Ankoku no yoroi. Ankoku no kote. Kote must be like glove or armlet or something. Yoroi, I am assuming, must be armor. Ankoku no kote or tate and tsurugi. Tsurugi must be like sword of some form. We got, thankfully this game does at least give us the little icons so I can tell what the heck each thing is. I wonder if any of the equipment that's for sale is actually better than what we got. Oh, I forgot. The stores are all locked off to us right now. Except the item shop.
Is there a reason? Are you a thief?
No. We will come back here later. And when we come back here later, that's when it'll be unlocked to us. Right now, the equipment that's sold at this shop is too powerful for
I'm
where
Icy.
we are in the story.
Got him.
Yeah!
Icy has returned.
Welcome!
I
You
got my
brought
food.
food for all of us, right?
Nope.
Damn.
He was like, no, fuck you.
Yeah. Will you share at the very least?
Nope.
Okay.
Damn it.
Get that train ticket.
Don't tempt me. If I show up
Do
at
it.
your front door, I expect the full hour and
Feed you
might of
for a
your
week.
hospitality.
Hetsu tetsu
I'll feed
tetsu
you for a week.
tetsu. But spelled with 4 different kanji. Good lord. Okay, so that door is also locked. We can't go through there. We are taking our sweet ass time through this opening. Usually I'm done with this entire, like, everything that we've done so far for the past hour and something is stuff that I usually have done in a matter of minutes. But I want to explain to people what is going on, and I want to try actually reading some things as we go, so.
He only seeks to be a good host. I can
Exactly.
appreciate it.
Do, 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 do. So we're making our way to Mist. Also, you may notice that we're using that active time battle system. There's nothing on screen to let us know when our characters' turns are coming up. This is the first game that they ever did the active time battle system in, and for some reason it just never crossed their mind that maybe that was a thing that they should probably do, is give you some kind of visual indication when people's turns are going to come up. We just don't have
Missing
a
a
bar.
panda.
We don't have a bar or anything. He had to go to bed.
Got it. Okay.
'Cause he has to work tomorrow. We're playing the FF4 remake like the FF7 remake. That's why it takes about 5 times as long in the story region. Well, no. It's for completely different reasons. I am just a slow reader when it comes to Japanese.
Those goblins.
Yes.
No idea this world had a goblin problem.
Hell yeah, they do. It was actually, like, goblins in the old Final Fantasies, they were, like, the most common enemy type. It's like at the beginning of every old Final Fantasy game, goblins would always be the first enemies you ever encountered. Right. Actually, I'm gonna show off the unique attributes of these characters. Pain can jump. Look at him go. And then Cecil has an ability called Darkness or Ankoku. Which actually, hold on, I'll have him use it in the next battle. Because it's kind of useless to use it against one enemy. Doo-doo. Basically, when we use the darkness ability, Cecil is able to sacrifice some of his HP in order to do damage to all of the enemies on screen. I also find the way they pronounce RY syllables very different than how we say it in English. Feels like put more emphasis on the Y sound while we put more on the R sound. It's because oh, hold on. We're being spoken to by some ominous voice somewhere in the cave, but we do not know where the ominous voice is coming from. But for those sounds, like the way we pronounce them, we usually pronounce them like they're 2 syllables, but in Japanese they try to pronounce them like they're just 1 syllable. So it's like dia, diu, dio, whereas we say like ria, ryu, rio. What do we get? High potion? Hell yeah! We got a high potion! Bako, Niwa. What was it? Wait, I think I pronounced that wrong. I think that's Megusuri. Megusuri. Urayami wo Kaibuku. Yeah, because this is eye drops. Megusuri. It's medicine for your eyes. I learned this very early when I got into Tokusatsu. My favorite character is named Ryotaro. I got a lot of experience of how native Japanese speakers actually say it in the show. Yeah, that's kind of how I learned how to do the Japanese R, was just from listening to it a lot in different medias. One thing I had a lot more trouble figuring out was like, okay, we got a 10. Figuring out how to do the, as people like to describe it, the double consonant. I was always very confused by it. because how do you do a double consonant? And like listening to Japanese people doing it didn't really help explain it very well. Ironically, the thing that ended up helping me figure it out was Vocaloid. Because I knew there was a part in the song World Is Mine where there's a doubled T in the word wakata. Which like I can say it now fine, wakata. But like at the time I didn't know like how do you double the T? What does that mean? But I knew there was a word in it that Miku had to say that way, and so I downloaded one of the files for it so I could like load it up in the Vocaloid editor and see how it worked. And I saw that like basically what they do is like there's like a gap where you're not making any noise, like you're like catching the sound in your mouth. And so instead of saying wakata, you say wakata, like you like hold the sound and then release it, if that makes any sense. I misread that. I was gonna say, oh, tonkatsu is delicious. Fuck yeah, tonkatsu is delicious. I should make it again. It's been a while since I've made some. にその声の主が厳重なのか。So the voice keeps talking to us and being like, "Get the fuck out of my cave," and we're like, "Where is this voice coming from?" And now we're about to figure out where the voice is coming from. It's time for a boss fight. I think it's better explained with the idea of abruptly ending the vowel of the previous syllable before the double consonant. Yeah, kind of. It's like it's one of the things where once I had figured out that bit, from looking at the Vocaloid file, that's when I started to find other sources for learning Japanese that described like a glottal stop, which apparently it's not technically a glottal stop, but it's similar to a glottal stop is what you're doing when you do the double consonant in Japanese. And I got very frustrated that I only started to see people talking about it after I had to like fucking reverse engineer what it is from a fucking Vocaloid file. And before I forget, Darkness also works very different in the 3D remake, where it's basically like an aura modeling down HP for powered up dark attributed attack. Yes, that is also, I forgot to mention that. There are changes in the 3D remake to the gameplay. They're not to the same level as the changes made to the Final Fantasy IV remake in terms of gameplay, but there are a few changes, and that is one of the things that they changed. 彼らここで引き返せば依頼は即刻言い返すです。ないのですね。Oh, shit. I forgot that it actually asks you. So. What is it? What? Oh, I was hitting the wrong button. I was hitting the cancel button. That's why. I'm stupid.
What is that? Oh, an enemy encounter?
Yep.
Oh. Ooh. Blue Eyes White Dragon. Or Mist Eyes Green Dragon.
Kind of. It is the Mist Dragon. Arrow beat me to it. It does kind of have Blue Eyes White Dragon vibes. And it is indeed being summoned. Very true. Okay. Now the dragon is turning into mist, and like with the first boss fight in Final Fantasy VII, you want to try to control your ATB actions so that you don't accidentally hit the boss as it turns into the weird thingy. This game does that a lot more than any of the other ones. Come on, turn back to normal. You can jump. At least we don't have the translation confusion messing us up. Yeah. The infamously very badly translated messaging in Final Fantasy VII. Aha! Kind leveled up. Yay! Are there like different timelines in Final Fantasy?
I used to think that too, like they were all connected, but part of me thinks that that's not the case anymore.
Yeah, well, originally they were all meant to be completely separate games. Like Final Fantasy 1 is separate from 2, 2 is separate from 3, 3 is separate from 4. All of them are more or less supposed to be self-contained.
Yeah, different dimensions, different worlds.
Huh?
I think like it's like different worlds, because I remember like I'm thinking, was it Final Fantasy 14, the one that's like an online game?
Yeah.
All of the Final Fantasy worlds exist as stars, and I
Yeah.
think Final Fantasy 6's world is gone because I guess Kefka was the first and only Final Fantasy villain to succeed.
Yeah.
Not exactly, no. But similar concept, yes.
Because there are some games that have come along later that have tried to tie them all together, but originally most of them were separate. I sure hope this action doesn't have consequences. I sure hope that killing this dragon didn't orphan a small child. Anyway, let's go to Mist. I sure hope this bomb ring doesn't do anything weird when we go here. Yubiwa ga Hikaru. Oh no! It turns out the bomb ring turned into a bunch of bombs.
So the king had you come here just to blow these people up?
Yep.
What's his problem?
He is not a good person.
Bitchless? Maidenless?
Yeah, well, I mean, there is no queen, so I guess technically, yeah, he is maidenless.
Probably blew her ass up too. Came home and was like, bitch, this chicken is cold.
And so Kain and Cecil are like, no, why would the King of Baron have us do this? Why? And then they find this girl, and she's crying, and her mom is dead on the ground, and she's like, someone
Yeah, because
Huh?
Yeah, because the jihadists came and blew up the entire town.
Well, I mean, her mom was actually dead before that, because it turns out, when you kill someone's summon, it kills them. And guess who that dragon was?
Wait. When was that? When was that a thing?
Well, that's the thing. We didn't know that. So we murdered this.
No, I'm saying like in all of Final Fantasy, is that true? Like if you summon Ifrit or Ramut and someone kills him, you die?
Not in
No,
every
not all
Final
Final
Fantasy.
Fantasies.
It's different
Okay,
in
so
each
it's just
one.
unique to this one. Okay.
Yeah. So like in this one, since the Mist Dragon was like it's a spirit that was like born from her mother's soul. It's like tied to her mother's soul, and so
So we're
killing
just
it
trying
killed
to
her.
make Cecil and this dude just complete baddies. You guys just killed him up.
Yeah, like the whole beginning of this game is basically just making Cecil and Kane feel absolutely absolutely horrible, even though they have not really fully understood what they're doing this entire time.
Oh,
In other Final Fantasies, like in 15, for example, they help Noctis, the main character. They're pretty much just like mostly friendly gods, I thought.
Yeah.
16, special people could take on the form of the gods. In 14, they're essentially data centers sucking up the aether of the world whenever they're summoned. So they're bad, so they don't want them to be summoned.
In 10, they're people who like basically gave themselves to allow their souls to be summoned by other people as a part of their religion so that they can perform their religious rite of like traveling across the country and like protecting people from the big space whale that likes to blow people up every couple years. And so they basically like people encase themselves in stone, and then like people go to those places where their bodies are and then pray to them, and then like they get essentially like a fragment of the person's soul, and that manifests in the form of the summon. So the main character is a soldier that is following orders of a tyrant king and doesn't realize that he's terrible. Well, the thing is, at this point, he's starting to realize he is terrible. Like this is the point where Kane and Cecil are like, okay, so we're in agreement that this is fucked up, right? Like we need to stop following our king's orders and we need to rebel. And so like we're standing in front of this girl that we are just now realizing we totally orphaned, and we're realizing that like we can't just leave her here alone. So we're gonna try to calmly approach her and be like, hey, come with us, little girl, so that we can keep you from like dying of starvation since you don't have any parents anymore. But she can tell that we're the reason that her mom is dead, and so she doesn't trust us for reasons that should be pretty fucking obvious. So we're like trying to go up to her and be like, hey, come on, and she's like, no, get the fuck away. And then because she is also from this village of people who are able to summon, she summons Titan. I'm calling my daddy to come beat you up, more or less. Hey, so we killed your mom, but it's okay. We realize we're bad guys, and now we're on our redemption arc. Yeah, more or less. That's what we're doing here. And then, Yeah, so she caused an earthquake. We get knocked out in the process, and then we wake up. Kane's missing. We don't know where he is. But we do still have the little girl with us. So we decide that we're going to take her and we're going to try to figure out a way to rebel against the king, even without Kane. And also, we're going to try to keep this little girl alive while we do that. So that's where we're at right now. And also, the earthquake she caused has totally blocked us off. We cannot go back. We are unable to go back to that village and unable to go back to the Kingdom of Baron right now. We will be able to go back to those places later. We just cannot do it right now.
Not right now. Oh, well.
Sandworm.
Sandworm? What is this, Dune?
Yeah, I mean, it's very definitely a reference to Dune.
It is.
The older Final Fantasies are full of a lot of references to Star Wars and Dune. Okay, so we're like, okay, we're gonna go to an inn. And they're like, oh my god, we can tell you have this little girl with you, and she definitely needs to rest. You don't even have to pay us, just go in and rest. We're like, okay, thank you.
What kind, nice, generous people.
And she obviously still does not trust us because of the fact that we did totally kill her mom.
Well, why did her mom have a dragon in the dungeon attacking people?
Well, the dragon was trying to protect the village from invaders, so. And given what we just did, it kind of shows that it was a bit justified. Okay, so now some people from Baron, the kingdom that we used to be a part of the military for, have shown up and they're like, hey, Cecil, we found you and you're harboring one of those people. How dare you? We need to kill that
What
little
he
girl.
mean by those people?
Exactly. So they're like, we need to kill that little girl that you're trying to protect. So get out of our way. And Cecil's like, no. Fuck you.
It's treason then.
And there's also a fun mechanic in this battle where we're gonna kill all the foot soldiers.
Didn't that make you guys traitors?
Well, we're gonna kill these 3 foot soldiers, and then once we do, the general is gonna be a little pussy and run away. And so now that Rydia has seen that we did that, she realizes that we are genuinely like trying to be good people despite the mistakes that we have made. And so now she starts to trust us and she tells us her name. Her name is Rydia. And now instead of us just carrying her around unconscious like we were for a minute there, now she's an actual party member. Yay! We are going to put you in the back row because you are very squishy. Narabi Kai, is this the? Yes, okay, that's how we move people. Now I know that Narabi Kai, I guess, is formation or something. I don't know what it means, but now I know that that's what that does. Figu. Yay, small child. Yeah, very Robbie L coded character. Total mode. Wait. Oh, it's on weight by default? I did not realize that. Interesting. Battle speed. Battle message. Sound. Controller. Angle. G. What do these options do? Weird. Oh wait, is this the single and multiplayer option? Because like in I think it's 4, I think 4, 5, 6, and 9 allow you to actually set it up so you can have multiple people controlling the different characters, if I remember correctly. Hasaroichi. Yeah, we're gonna leave that the same. My ear. I'm not actually gonna change any of the settings. What equipment does she have? Dodo does not have any form of shield. Awa no Oshi, Awa no Fuku, and Tsuno Ude wa. Ude is arm. And I know Yubiwa is ring, Yubi is finger. So if Yubiwa is ring, I'm gonna guess Ude wa is probably like bangle or something like that, most likely. So
It's
like
crazy how much of this you know.
iron
I'm in
bangle.
awe.
I'm just trying to use little context clues to figure things out. Boshi is hat. Not sure what Kawa means, though. And Fuku is clothes. So it's whatever this hat is made of, her clothes is made of the same thing. She is holding a rod as her weapon, which makes sense. She uses magic. I like coloring, puppies, using lightning and godly figures to strike down my enemies, and Applejaws. Yeah, that is a good description of Rydia at the moment. Alright, here's an item shop and an old lady who's kind of in our way. Kim no Hari. Oh, gold needle, okay. Otome no Kisu, Maiden's Kiss. So that's the item to cure us when we get hit with the frog status ailment. Because we can, in fact, be turned into a frog. Megusri, so that's eye drops. Dogu Keshi, that's antidote. Tent. And Gisaru no Yasa. Oh, okay, so we can already get Gisao grass. I did not realize that we can already buy that. Didn't know that we could encounter Chocobo related stuff this early. Interesting. Here we are. Abino. Damxian. Okay, so he's talking about the Kingdom of Damxian, which is a place that we're going to be going to later. One section in equipment might be the armlet section for shields or bracers. I think so. Can we not? Okay, there we are. Yay! Ara, mezurashi. Saikin fueta mamo no Okay, I couldn't read all of that, but I could read some of it. Said like, oh, this is rare. these days, and then she said something about customers. I'm assuming probably like, you know, we don't get customers that often these days, or like we don't get your kind of customers that often these days. I heard Damsian is lovely this time of year. Can't wait to see it. I'm sure we will, and I'm sure it'll go great. Sure, nobody will die. Time for another stripper moment. Well, this one's more like a water dancer, I guess. But same concept. Get out of that doorway. We need to go in there. Okay. Baron Kara. Okay, so yeah. Before we progress the story, it is important that we go in here. Because guess who we find?
Golbez?
No! We find Rosa!
Oh my god. What is she doing here?
She's being sick. Cause
Animate.
not quite. She has desert fever. She went looking for us after we left, and then she got lost in the desert, and then she passed the fuck out. And these people found her, and Antorayon to you. So yeah, anyway, we gotta go find an item from the antlion in order to save her from her desert sickness. Yay! I have no idea who this girl is.
I see.
Women always in distress.
Don't worry, we'll save her, and then she will become one of our most important party members.
Oh, is she gonna be the healer?
She's a healer, but specifically she's also an archer, and also she's able to use some magic that is not healing. Like the strongest offensive holy element spell she can use. Most of her magic is healing, but in this one, you can equip your characters with different kinds of weapons. So, like, Cecil doesn't always have to use swords. Like, Rosa can use staves, and staves are, you know, they're better if you're focusing on magic. But you can also equip her with bows and arrows. And if you equip her with a bow, you can equip her with different arrows that have different elemental attributes, so she can attack with different elemental attributes innately without having to actually cost MP to use it.
Yeah, it sounds like she would be very beneficial to the group.
She is very beneficial. Like, she's very versatile. She can make people blind. She can make people blind. Amazing.
Okay, well, see that right there I have a problem with. Why would she blind someone? So nice.
I mean, don't worry, we only use it against enemies. We don't do it to any people, except for people who are trying to kill us, but that's because they're trying to kill us. I'm not going around just blinding anyone. I'm not a horrible person.
I wonder how much of a difference is there between the spell settings and Dungeons and Dragons?
Between what in Dungeons and Dragons?
Like the spell system in this game in Dungeons and Dragons. Barrett told me about this spell. I forgot what it's called. Basically, if you hit someone with it, it basically turns them into an NPC. They lose all of their knowledge and stuff.
Huh.
It was devastating, and of course he would find a spell like that.
Well, I know at least for when they came out, Final Fantasy 1 was very heavily based on Dungeons and Dragons. But it was based on the version of Dungeons and Dragons that existed when Final Fantasy 1 came out. So it's not one-to-one with how Dungeons and Dragons works now. And even then, it wasn't really one-to-one with it when it released, but the magic system was apparently a lot more similar to how Dungeons and Dragons worked back then.
Explain, Icy.
No.
I'm gonna shake him. I'm gonna shake him hard.
Do it. Buy the train ticket. Shake me IRL.
Yes, I'm gonna shake him to his core. I'm gonna cook me nice, delicious food.
She forgot to
Ooh.
hydrate. Amazing Cecil didn't with that black armor on. Yeah, it's
Never
It's-
eat fried rice with and drink alcohol. It's not a good combination.
with what in alcohol?
I had some Chinese food. And I decided to have a shot of what is this shit? Rum Haven coconut water made with real alcohol. I shouldn't drink this. I'm feeling a bit nauseous.
Oh dear. I'm sorry.
Don't be. I made a bad decision and now I'm paying for it. That's how it works.
I suppose, but still.
God help me.
I don't do alcohol. I also don't because I know what kind of person I am, and I know what kind of bad habits I will develop.
Not the bad habits. I don't drink like that either. I just wanted to sip some of this.
Let me see how much is in this real quick, and then I'll tell the chat how much I drank and didn't feel.
Oh boy.
So, does anyone know those little bottles of Sunhari? They're like soju.
I mean, I have this
Okay.
thing called Fireball cinnamon whiskey.
Yeah, that's Fireball. So soju is this, was it 375 milliliters? So it's like it's like the I don't. If you look up Sunhari, Soonhari, it is a no wait, it's a soju, very nice, lots of different fruit flavors. They got like apple mango, they have grape, peach, lychee, plum. They got a lot of different flavors of it. But one bottle is about 12% alcohol. Had two of those in one night, back to back. I didn't feel anything, and I was like really hoping to get drunk that night, or at least feel like tipsy or anything. But I just like sat there and I just continued my night doing that, and I'm like, well, I guess I still don't know what my limit is. Fuck me, I guess.
Mm. Yeah, because alcohol doesn't taste good. It really depends on like what you mix it with. Like just like straight alcohol.
Yeah, I
it's
drink
just
it straight.
nasty, it's nasty. But the whole purpose of
maybe I
drinking
should
it
take that.
is to get drunk, get tipsy. You know? Yeah. Make a few mistakes.
I liked Eightfold's comment was soju tastes of danger.
It
Dude.
does. So the reason it tastes so dangerous is because, like, yeah, you do taste alcohol, but it's so like subtle. You taste mostly like the flavor and like kind of like a water flavor, not much like hard burn of alcohol.
Yeah.
It's really nice, and that's why it's so dangerous.
Yeah, that's why
mean-
that's Onyx just said, yeah, because soju is tasty, it tricks you with how much drunk you are. So basically saying the same
I need to
thing.
try it. That's my biggest beef is finding one. Like Barefoot Moscato wine was good, but I need to try. Hey, so have you ever tried absinthe? I heard that one is like really strong.
A lot of alcohol. I really have, which is weird. But
Is Wisconsin known for having good alcohol?
we're like the alcoholic state. Like if you
Are
look
you?
at like the top, yeah, all of our breweries and shit.
Hmm.
95% of like the U.S.'s alcohol probably comes from us.
Really?
Also, as a lot of your craft sodas, a lot of produce come from Wisconsin.
Oh
Just
yeah, I
saying.
forgot. You guys call it soda. We call it pop up here.
We call it soda.
I mostly
So-
call it pop, but I do occasionally call it soda.
Up more up north they call it pop, but I'm in like a different region, so
Mhm.
we call it soda.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're still Midwest, so, but like
Yeah,
a
but,
slightly
like-
more southern part of the Midwest, I guess.
No, that's not what I mean. Wisconsin has its own little thing of climate, so like higher up north is called the UP because you're closer to that's the Upper Peninsula, and that's where you get like. That's where you get the people that talk like this, or don't you know, the Yoopers.
The vaguely Canadian, vaguely Minnesotan.
Yeah, those are called Yoopers.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Mm.
so like further that way you get the Yoopers, but then like
I
anywhere
love
else, they're just
tacos.
normal. I love taco. Oh, Beverly, that was a great taco salad.
Have you guys seen that? He's like a Irish YouTuber where he does a lot of he does a lot of videos about like food, but specifically like him trying like American food and stuff like that. And he does this really fucking hilarious American impression, like where he impersonates what Americans sound like, and it's so disturbingly accurate how he's able to sound like different people from different regions of America. Like, I'll have to show you a clip. It's really wild. Okay, so
It sounds more Canadian than I do. Crazy.
honestly, you're not
I-
wrong. He did sound more Canadian than
When-
you have ever sounded to me in any of our voice calls, Hateful.
Mm-mm.
When I'm with other Midwestern, that's obviously when like an accent more comes out, or if I start getting like more relaxed when I talk, or if I'm talking faster and like getting either not heated, but you know, like I'm getting into it or whatever.
Yeah.
That's when like the accent starts coming out, and I don't realize it. But I don't have that far of an accent. I do say things like instead of like a plastic bag, I say plastic bag. I do say that, for example. BAIG, I say bag.
Yeah.
The thing on top of your house that protects you from rain, that's the roof.
Yup.
I think what else. The thing that you drink water from that's next to the bathroom is the bubbler.
That I did not hear. I've never heard that before. That's interesting.
Really, never? Yeah, that's
No.
called a bubbler. It's not a water fountain. That's what you throw pennies into.
Interesting. Okay, so we just acquired an old man in the game. His name is Tella.
It looks like Ramu.
He does kind of look like Ramu. This is Tella, a cranky old man. I'm playing PS2 games, specifically a Naruto one, and my dad came to my room and asked me if I ever watched Naruto. What is... He doesn't remember. I was gonna say, like, does your dad not realize that he's watched Naruto often enough that if you hadn't already watched Naruto, which you definitely have, that you still would have watched Naruto via osmosis? Which it is still wild to me that your dad watches Naruto as often as he does. But so yeah, we have an old man now. And something you're gonna notice about this game is we're gonna have a lot of magic users in our party. And this is not something that I'm doing that I will do by choice. You don't have very much control over who's in your party in this game. We're just gonna have a lot of magic users. That's just how it's gonna be. So now we have a young girl who used magic and an old man who used magic. And so he is also going to go in the back row so that he does not get his ass kicked too much. So we're gonna try to protect these people from getting the shit kicked out of them too much. On that note, we're gonna head back to the town and we're gonna stay at the inn again so that we can rest and save. He literally started watching with me when I was a kid. I was gonna say, like, did your dad not watch Naruto with you when you were a child? That's how I assumed you guys got into it.
My dad watched Attack on Titan. Not all of it, but like some of it. But back when like it like, I think only the second season was available.
Did he like it?
I was like, he said he liked it. Like I was I was on Netflix at the time, and like I went downstairs and I was like, it automatically logged me into his profile, and I saw in like continue watching, it was like Attack on Titan, and he was like on season 2, episode 3, and I was like, fuck, and I was like, must have been Eric. And I'm like, Eric, how do you like Attack on Titan? I know you're watching it. And he's like, I never watched that show. No, it's surely not my mom. So I looked at my dad. I'm like, Dad, are you watching Attack on Titan? And he's like, yeah, I really like it. It's really interesting. I love the concept. So I'm like,
I could never get my dad to watch anime. I have successfully in recent years finally got my mom watching anime, but I don't think I would ever be able to get my dad to watch it.
Mine doesn't watch much anymore. That was like, I think they watch Korean dramas more, or like whatever kind of dramas like that. Otherwise, they kind of go all over so much. Like I can go downstairs and they can be fucking watching like a sitcom. Next, they can be watching like a true crime, cop show, fucking anime, or anything. There's one time I went down there, they were just like watching Frozen 2, and I'm like, what the hell? Like, what the hell's going on?
What are you saying? Your dad watches Woody Woodpecker? That's anime. Okay, no, my dad watching Woody Woodpecker is not the same as your dad watching Naruto for the past 19 years.
The other day I went downstairs, my dad was like watching a bunch of different like Taylor Swift like concert footage, because like he's a Swiftie.
Interesting.
Like there was one time okay, so for context, my dad, he loves music, and like he doesn't care what he listens to. He's like, as long as it's good, it's good. So like his preferred music device of choice is his Zune. Yes, he still has a Zune, and he still keeps that thing in tip-top fucking shape.
Okay, but that's based. That's like so cool.
Honestly. So on his Zune, he has like things like it'll go from like the Beatles to Frank Sinatra, but then it'll go to like Lady Gaga, Dota, and like it goes all over the place. Like he'll listen to Dua Lipa, Sabrina Carpenter, Taylor Swift, there's some rap artists I know that he likes too, country, oldies, rock, all over the fucking place. So he just likes what he likes. So this one time I saw that he was watching like Taylor Swift when I came home, and I looked at the I was like making a sandwich, and I kind of peeked over at the TV, and I walked over because I didn't believe it. And I'm like, "Man, are you watching the Taylor Swift concert? And he paused it. He looked at me with a big smile on his face. He goes, "Yeah, you know I was Swiftie." And I'm like, "No, I did not."
That's so good. That's so great.
He's iconic.
Nah, his dad is cool.
This shit cracked me the fuck up.
Alright, let's see. I think, yeah, he does not have equipment that he should have. He already has Colin the
Doth
Fuku.
not haveth what he should haveth. Oh yeah, I forgot about this Yu-Gi-Oh card, Key Mace.
I need to get like still a couple cards for my IRL decks to finish them. I know I need one card for the Libromancer to finish it.
Wait, Lieberman's?
Libromancers, yep.
Shit, no, I accidentally bought another one. Oh well.
Did I ever
I
face
just
you
saw
with
that
this, Aaron?
No, you pissed me off with those ghost tricks.
Oh,
That's
well,
the one you
Libromancer.
beat. No, because
Wait,
they had
question
this,
with the
like-
ghost tricks.
because I pulled out Blue Eyes Chaos Max, who can't be affected by card effects, and you still flipped him down in the face.
Because the card, I believe, I don't remember the card rulings, but my thought is I think it was
no,
Chaos Max might say he
explained
can't
it.
be target.
Yeah,
I need to look at the card. It might be he can't be targeted by card effects. It was a Chaos Max. Are you
yes,
sure
it was
like
Blue Eyes
Max?
Chaos
Okay.
Chaos Max Dragon with 4,000 and 0 defense.
One second,
Yeah.
I'm checking right now, just to make sure that.
Yeah, no, I remember that. I was flipping out. I'm like, are you kidding me?
you never wanted to play Yu-Gi-Oh with me again after that one.
Because
Yes,
every time I
okay,
duel,
that's what it
every
was.
time I duel you and Barrett, like Barrett uses a bunch of broken, busted ass anime cards, and then it's like every new archetype, like with those Kashtiras, fuck that archetype. I come in with for hires, and he just locks down my entire field. I miss the old Yu-Gi-Oh.
I miss when I had literally any idea how Yu-Gi-Oh was played. Those days are long
like-
gone. I do not understand it at all anymore.
I really want to bring back my Morphtronics, and Barrett is just like, just use pendulums to summon them like you like to do for hires. But it's like, I don't like I just have a fundamental disdain for pendulum monsters. I don't know, or the pendulum card type in general. I just do not like them.
I'm back. I would say some of the maps. So I'm gonna read the card ruling to you, Arrow. Okay.
Oh, God.
You can ritual summon this card with chaos form. Must be ritual summon. Okay. Your opponent cannot target this card with card effects.
That's
Also, it
what
cannot
tripped
place-
me up, because you targeted me.
No, I didn't. So what I used, if I recall correctly, I used a card called Ghost Trick Yukiona. And how that works is when this card is flipped up, or when you put this card face up, like during the end phase of that turn, flip every single monster face down. That doesn't target. It goes for the entire field. It's like Dark Hole, how it doesn't target your monsters, it just wipes the field. So I was able to flip your card face down, and then with it, it was able to use
Semantics.
when the amount of cards I flip face down, it's that many stars or lower. I can special summon a Ghost Trick, and they're literally 4 or lower. I think most of them are 3 or lower. So I summoned one, and then I made it so I locked him down for his turn, and when it became my turn, I flipped over 2 cards that made it so he could not flip over any monster, and any monster that was level 4 or higher immediately got flipped face down. So, and I had also
Nah,
had a
we gonna
card
run
where
it
was like,
back.
if you have cards that are face down, I can attack you directly. So that's what I did. Then I just locked him down that way, and I just started going in with kill with
Yeah,
a bunch
no,
of little
no. We
Halloween monsters.
gonna run it back. We gonna run it back. We will. Gotta
Do you
get me
still
an
have
archetype.
Master Duel downloaded?
I play on EdaPro. I do have Master Duel. I need to get back in there. I didn't understand. Like, I went on Master Duel and tried to make a few decks, and it's like they have the cards, they just wouldn't let me use them. Like, it was
Yeah,
weird.
'cause
Like,
the-
I typed the card in and it's right there, but it's grayed out, and you won't let me get it. You won't let me make it. You won't let me buy it. I'm confused.
Well, because you need the you have to either get cards out of the card packs because this is the official game, so they want money, of course. So you have to get like, yeah. You
Yeah,
have
no,
to
I need to get back
the
on there
card out of
and
a card
tune
pack or
and tune up my For Hire deck. I love that deck. I like Morphtronics. All the Morphtronics have really cool fucking powers and abilities. It's just that they're weak. They're weak. I can't summon
My-
enough of them out on the field to really get a good use out of their fucking abilities. They end up getting blown up. And Baird
think
is like,
it's
well, just use
15.
pendulums. And then he told me
Ugh.
like he said like their whole purpose is just to bring out Power Troll Dragon, which I don't like them either. I don't. Like, if they could give the Morphtronics like a passive ability like the For Hires where they can just bring each other out, that archetype will be flawless.
Abiel said you could trade in some cards for in-game credit to get those cards, I think.
Yeah, so cards that were like, let's say if your card was labeled as like an ultra rare or super rare, whatever it was, you could essentially dismantle cards to turn them into currency, and then you can use that currency to just craft the card.
Yeah, I have it. I have like I used to play Master Duel on the PlayStation. I don't remember, but I kept getting like connection errors every time I played on it. So I just downloaded on my Switch, and ever since I started playing on my Switch, I never get any connection error problems. But I do remember like it was so annoying trying to build the decks you wanted because like you literally had to just like milk and turn in all of your UR cards and what have you.
Yeah,
It was annoying.
I came to the point where I accepted my fate, and I'm like, okay, any card that's not a card that I'm not building a deck of, I'm just gonna dismantle.
Oh my god. See, I thought that too, but I'm greedy. And then it's like, why are you torturing yourself like this? You just gave
If
this
it's an
game like
archetype
$50.
I don't give a shit about that I'm never gonna play.
But what
then
if one
why
day you
keep it?
decide you care about it, and now you don't have it
But
anymore?
if I look at the but that's what I mean. I look at the archetype and I explore it, and I'm like, is this anything interesting? And if I like kind of read through it and it looks like shit, I'm like, no, I'm not gonna play this.
And then I have a question
Like,
to
get rid
ask
of
you.
it.
In your opinion, is it even worth just making a deck of just random cards? Like, do you feel like you need to have an archetype?
Yes, unfortunately, with Yu-Gi-Oh, yeah.
Because I grew up in the days where you had Celtic Guardian and Summon Skull and what have you.
I mean,
you just
so
had.
did I.
You just had right. Yeah, right. I'm sorry. Forgive me.
We're
No,
like
not.
roughly the same age.
Can you let me have this?
No, I agree. Actually, no, wait, no, actually, technically. So they changed the Yu-Gi-Oh rules recently. It's technically no longer a 40 card limit. It's something similar to Magic. It's a point system now with cards. I don't know how it works, but this is like official rules or whatever. So you'd have to look it up yourself and read it. 'Cause,
Yeah,
I'm not gonna read that shit. But technically, that means that I think the reason they did it is they wanted to make it so you can do things where it was like, we'll string a bunch of cards together if they work.
That's the thing. It's like every time I try to make a deck of just like cards I like just a couple of them too. Like that one, like Revive. Because I remember one time I was doing, I forgot who I was doing, but Slifer the Sky Dragon and Revival Jam. You just have to end the whole fucking game. Because every time Slifer's ability activates and destroys that damn thing, it revives itself and it just loops back around. But every time I make a deck that doesn't have an archetype, I usually end up it just fails. It's almost like you need an archetype. You have to have one.
Yeah, pretty much. Because that's how Yu-Gi-Oh sets up the stuff. If you want,
You about to make
a
me
game
download this
that
thing
isn't
back
like
on
that,
PlayStation?
if you really want to like play a game that is kind of like how you say it, play Magic, play Commander.
That's the thing. Like
I've had so much more fun playing Magic than I have with Yu-Gi-Oh in like a long time.
wait, Magic
Like
the Gathering.
Yeah, like every
Is that
Saturday I
that?
go over to my
Is that
friend's
the
house.
series with that dragon that can like cross dimensions?
Sure, I don't know. I don't pay attention to the story.
I
How
think
could you not pay
I,
attention to the story?
I think you are
Because there's
correct.
so much of it, and I don't
think
care.
you're. I think I learned about the thing you're referencing via Drawfee.
Yeah, no,
that sounds,
he
that
was in
sounds about
a-
right.
He was
Trying
in
to
like, a
remember his
trailer
name though.
fighting that one girl with the purple powers, and he was frying her ass.
Sounds
Like
about
she
right.
tried to step. I forgot what his name was, but he has like a
That
halo.
could've been-
His horns
Yeah.
make like a halo, He's got, like a little orb up there.
Yeah,
I like him.
I've had so much more fun with Magic than I have with Yu-Gi-Oh! In a long time. Every Saturday I go over to my friend's house and we just do Commander for a couple hours. It's
I don't
fun.
know how to play Pokemon cards or Magic the Gathering, and I fear that I'm too old to learn.
Well, you learned Yu-Gi-Oh!
Pokemon.
That's because
I'm of the opinion that Pokemon is pretty easy to learn.
No, Pokemon is very easy to learn. It's not that hard. But
Oh
like,
my god, you guys reminded me of that terminal montage video he made where the guy was playing Pokemon cards. I tried,
If you-
father.
if you understand Yu-Gi-Oh, you will definitely understand Magic because Magic
I don't
is
understand
a lot
Yu-Gi-Oh
more
anymore.
self-explanatory. Well, you still understand. At what point did you? What's the most summoning that you remember?
I all the way up to XYZs, and then I started
Then
lost
yeah, you're
interest
fine.
after that.
You definitely can understand fucking Magic because like Arrow.
Yes.
A Magic card, the effect is as simple as just when this comes to the battlefield, give it one extra damage, and that's it.
Okay,
That's the
so I see,
entire.
yeah, that's-
After that, all it
that's-
does is it attacks.
That's brain. That's monkey right there. I can understand.
Yeah, exactly.
that.
It's easy. The only thing it just, but commanders pretty much have 99 cards. In their deck. 99 cards have other than like for mana, basic lands. Every
Mana?
card has to be different. Yes. Mana.
I remember that one guy who got that one rare Lord of the Rings card that was worth millions. He was literally shaking in that video.
It's
What
probably
would
the
ever
ring.
happen to him?
Probably with the ring, I'm guessing.
Yeah, like the card I guess was worth millions, and when he was showing it in video, he was just shaking. It went viral. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of want some of those rare Yu-Gi-Oh cards too, like that one prize card Ulevo, but you can't get those. Like one in a couple of years.
If you ever come down here, I'll teach you. It's really fun.
Yes, you will teach me many things.
Yay!
I recently made a commander deck. More so, I didn't make it. I had the idea of it, and Mabs put it together over time, and then we kind of fine-tuned it, and I've been using it to test it out, and it's been very successful. The deck is the commander, which by the way, how the commander works is you can always summon it whenever you want, but every time you summon it and it leaves the field, you have to add some more. Essentially, you have more tax to bring it out. So let's say you only needed 2 mana to bring it out. Next time you bring it out, you need 4, and then 6, and then 8, and then so on.
I get you.
But my commander is Tails, Miles Tails per hour.
Nice.
Yes, from Sonic.
Yes.
The Kitsune
And
who
the-
never was.
The whole gimmick of the deck is I summon a bunch of foxes and vehicles. I give the foxes a bunch of driver's licenses, and they just ram into people. Also, the vehicles have flying, so unless the person has a flying flying creature, or they have a creature that has something that's range, which is usually like people that have like guns or range because they can shoot large spiders and things like that. They have reach because it's a large fucking spider. They can attack flying enemies, but otherwise, no, not a lot of people have flying enemies. So, beep beep.
Lovely. I love it.
I wanted to make a deck that was Legend of Zelda. So I wanted the commander to be something like a Deku Tree, and then just fill it with green creatures for like the forest, black creatures for like Ganon's minions, and then white creatures for like Hyrule Castle. Because that's the fun thing with Magic is that I don't need an archetype, as long as they're like the general like, oh, is this thing a quote artifact? And it can be artifact vehicle, artifact equipment, artifact whatever. It doesn't matter as long as it says the word artifact. Yep, okay, you can do it. That's why I like Magic more. Yu-Gi-Oh, you need the very specific fucking card to bring out of your deck. Magic, you don't need that.
That is what I've heard about more modern Yu-Gi-Oh, and that to me does make it sound way less fun. Because to me, the fun of Pokemon is like taking cards that aren't designed to have synergy and finding ways that they can still manage to have synergy.
I love Magic. It's so fun.
Yeah.
Especially
Anyway,
Commander, because like, go on, sorry.
well,
You go.
I was gonna finish the stream, so finish what you were saying.
Oh, I was just gonna say with standard whatever, it's like you can have multiple copies of the cards. With Commander, it's again one of each. That's why I prefer Commander, because it's like if you lose that one card, time for you to find a new strategy, unless you can bring the card back with you. So it kind of pushes you to actually like strategize, like let's not bring out my biggest guns immediately, and then it gets taken out. That's all I got.
Yeah, no, I think I'd like that a lot better too. Seems like you can have much more fun with it.
Yeah. It's more fun when you can, you know, you have a level of self-expression through it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
I think it's like, from a slight outsider perspective, if you have a color or a color combo you vibe with, you have more flexibility with strategy. I can see that.
Yeah.
Because, like, that's kind of how it works for Pokemon with me.
Yeah, like blue, or I mean, like water Pokemon are more like health. They have a lot more health. They're more tanks.
Yeah. Whereas, like,
Same thing with
like, it's like you said, water Pokemon are a bit tankier, and then on the other hand, you have fire Pokemon. They're like glass cannons. They tend to do a lot of damage, but they oftentimes don't have as much health, and also they tend to burn through resources in order to do that damage. So it's like each one kind of has their own unique little attributes to their types, but then even the Pokemon within those types, some of them are, you know, some of them break the mold. They're a little bit different from how the other ones within their, you know, element work. And so it's just fun finding like these different strategies that these things were designed for, and finding ways to mix and match the strategies to create new strategies.
yeah, kind of like what Rabio says, and kind of like the same thing in Pokemon. Like each of the colors have their own feel to how they play. Like red, you're gonna get some really heavy hitters, and they're gonna be kind of expensive to bring out. Black, you're gonna kind of stab yourself to stab the other person. White, you're gonna storm the field with a lot of soldiers. Green, you're gonna have a lot of big boys and a lot of healing. Blue, fuck you.
I don't know how blue works in Yu-Gi-Oh, or not in Yu-Gi-Oh, but in Magic, but apparently the answer is fuck you.
Blue works as blue is like a lot of spellcasters. There are a lot of like I counter spell you. Say a lot of no you. Fuck that. I stop that. No
Ah.
stop.
So they're the trap card bastards of the game.
Yeah, they're the no, go fuck yourself.
I see.
Those are always fun to
Oh,
deal
see.
with.
Utility is another one.
I'm sorry, Robbie L is like, I like blue, it's trap based. I'm sorry, Robbie L.
Trap based. You could also say they're utility based.
Alrighty. It is also kind of a shame that you don't like how blue works in the game, considering that blue is your color, I see.
Yeah. Well,
Blue is a lot
actually,
of
the
people's
tail-
colors. I like blue too.
The
My
tails
favorite
deck is
color.
actually white blue.
Ah. Alright. Thank you all for joining me. I'm gonna stop the stream here, and next time we will continue adventuring with a little girl and an old man. I will see you all next time. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Have a good night.
Bye, everybody. Bye.